welcome to another episode of Accelerate India Technology for Growth, presented by Microsoft in partnership with CNBC TV 18 and moneycontrol.com. On this episode, we look at cloud computing and how adopting the cloud has helped companies grow. We meet Raja Ukil, the CIO of Wipro, as he tells us how the cloud has helped the company engage better with employees. We'll also meet Shailesh Joshi, the Vice President Corporate IT at Godrej Industries. He tells us how he's using technology to stay ahead of the competition. And finally, I'm in conversation with the Managing Director of Microsoft India, Karan Bajwa, to talk about the way ahead for cloud computing in India. Established in 1945 as Western India Vegetable Products Limited, Wipro entered the fledgling IT industry in 1981. Today, it's a leading consulting system integration and business process services company present in 175 cities across 6 continents. As the CIO of such a large organization, Raja Ukil has used the cloud for employees to easily engage with each other and with the management.
It's been only not even 3 months we have rolled out Yammer in the organization. As you know, we are a large company, right, with around 150,000 people. They are spread over 175 cities, multiple nationality, and so it's very difficult for us, to otherwise traditionally to reach out to everybody, listen to everybody's voice. And so while we have the traditional methods of employee engagement, we always needed an enterprise social platform, right, where we could connect with the employees, listen to them. With Yammer, we are seeing a fantastic feedback which is happening on the fly. We have senior leaders coming in and doing what is called the jam sessions, and it's because it's on Yammer, we call it the Yam Jam sessions, right? So that's one. The second is the area of business collaboration, right? Today you might have a sales guy in Nordics going and talking to a customer, and somebody in Africa has done a similar case study. While we had all these repositories, knowledge management databases, but this we have found is the quickest way people are able to know what we have done for other customers within the organization, and they can tailor a very custom message for their prospects. So that's the second thing we have seen. And finally, I think it has made our leaders, Wipro is a very open organization that way, but when there are geographical barriers, you want to talk to the CEO. Here we have the CEO being one of the most prolific users on Yammer, right?
A sizable number of Wipro's employees are from a demographic that regularly use technology in their personal lives. By adopting the cloud, Wipro has been able to provide their employees with similar technology at the workplace. Besides encouraging team spirit and making the workspace a happier place to be in, the cloud is also used by Wipro to enable business growth and bring down costs.
Going to the cloud actually variabilizes the cost. So, as businesses keep growing, you can become much more predictable in your spend. Second thing, going to the, obviously, O365 provides you a lot of benefits. You get a 50 GB mailbox, you can collaborate, you can have all your documents on SharePoint for OneDrive for Business, and you can share files real time, edit them, and things like that. So it made sense for us to go to the cloud. And why Azure? We are seeing the same reason that, variabilization of cost. We are seeing customers increasingly interested in moving away from their data centers into the cloud. Obviously, there are applications which are very sensitive, and people are still wary of putting it into a public cloud. So it's a hybrid scenario. We see customers who have a need for B2B integration, almost like shared services infrastructure, if you will. So these are scenarios which make the cloud very attractive. Otherwise, if you have to build out that infrastructure internally, scaling out requires a lot of investment, which is futuristic. So companies like Microsoft has done that for us and has made it the spend much more predictable. The quality of service is much more assured.
Implementing the cloud has been beneficial, but there were multiple challenges that Wipro had to overcome before they implemented cloud computing.
One of the challenges is around IT security and compliance. If you really look at the technology for monitoring and controlling information security today, it has still to catch up to the changes in the technology world which is happening around SMAC and the Internet of Things. So that was probably one of the challenges. What we did was we went through the challenges, the risks in detail, and once we had gone through, we figured out mitigation strategies. Not everything was technology, some of it was manual monitoring and things like that. And of course a lot of education and evangelization so that employees take responsibility in what they are doing in the cloud, what they are posting, what they are downloading and things like that.
The way ahead for cloud computing in India has many opportunities. What is Raja Ukil's outlook for the future?
We used to hear about smart devices, now we have smart homes, we have smart cities. Various industries are adopting this Internet of Things because there is tons of information and intelligence which is coming in, right? The so-called big data, right? So tomorrow what will happen is anybody's guess, but there's exciting possibilities which are coming in. What cloud computing means to Wipro in a line, it will become the way of life as the choice of platform, for our applications, the way we do application development for our customers. And let me clarify, the cloud platform is not only about infrastructure, it's also about the platform on which you develop applications, and it's also about SaaS, which are the applications on the cloud. So we will see a lot of movement across all these three categories.
On that note, it's time for us to take a short break, but on the other side, we meet Shailesh Joshi, the Vice President Corporate IT at Godrej Industries, and he tells us how cloud computing has helped him free up internal IT resources and assist him in making better business decisions. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.